How did you enter the group formally?
So first, I just started participating with the young adults.
Okay.
So I would like the first time. My uncle was going to the other city to visit the house of consecrated men. The women lived in another city, so he was going to that one. So I said, "Can I come with you?" So I went with him, and I entered that we call Focolare Center or
Uh-huh.
Focolare House, just like the one we have here in Houston, but it was men, a group of men. And I entered that house, and I just felt the presence of Jesus there. And I remember like walking to the kitchen,
Uh-huh.
and one of them was cooking dinner, and he had his apron
Uh-huh.
on. Already, I was like, "Oh, I have never seen my dad cooking dinner,"
Uh-huh.
and I was already impressed. But there was something else. Like I felt, oh, this is like I don't know. I really feel the presence of God in this
There was
house.
something in the air.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Is your uncle, I should have asked this earlier, is he a consecrated man?
So he was he was I don't remember if he was already married or he was about to get married. He was maybe he was like 24. He was still young
Okay.
because my mom is the oldest and he is the youngest.
Okay, so he was
And
kind of like your cousin.
yeah,
Okay.
he's probably I don't know 6 7 years older than
Okay.
me. Yeah. So he was getting married. So he and his wife were part of the
The community.
community of the Focolare.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was just dedicated to the community and
Mhm.
he brought you in.
Yeah.
So
With
he
the
brought you it was a tour, I suppose, when
Yes, so
the
he
first time
just
you went there.
I went to get to know them, had dinner with them. I don't even remember what else we did, but then went home. And then eventually I went to the women's Focolare in the other city and got to know them a little bit more. And I just told them, invite me for whatever you do.
Uh-huh.
So they would just invite me for the retreats and all with the young women. We did a lot of some with altogether young adults, but many of only young women. Like in Brazil, Carnival is very big. It's like
Okay.
actually happen now these days.
Uh-huh.
Today, right? Yeah,
Yes. Oh, you're
yeah.
talking about the rodeo.
No, the Carnival in
Oh.
Brazil.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Right
Mardi
now?
Gras. Mardi Gras.
Oh, Mardi Gras. Okay.
Yeah, it's really big and kind of bad. Like it's not so good. A lot of like bad stuff happens there.
Okay.
So we would, the young women would travel somewhere else, and we would do like a retreat during those days because
Okay.
there were like days off.
Do your own thing.
Yeah,
Something
so
completely the opposite of
completely the
this. Yes.
opposite. Yeah.
Okay.
So those we would go for many of those things with the young women, just like to go deeper into relationship with God and learn more about the spirituality, like the spirituality of the Focolare, like how to love
Mm-hmm.
the others, how to put into practice Jesus' words. And yeah, it was so my involvement was more like with the young adults without thinking of consecrated myself. But then in that after a year that I was just living like that,
Uh-huh.
I went to my second Mariapolis. So my mom was there and my sister went with me.
Nice.
And the last day of the retreat, I was speaking with one of the consecrated women there, and I told her, I don't know, it seems like there is something going on here.
Uh-huh.
I am afraid to say, like that this might be some sort of vocation, but there is
Yes.
something here. And so she invited me. She said, why don't you take a break with school and because I was also struggling with school and work. I was sharing with her all of that. And she said, just take a break and go and live with a group of young women who live very close to the Focolare house,
Okay.
so that you could have more, be in touch and have like some time of discernment, just like
Okay.
for yourself. And I said, okay, I can
Kind
do
of
that.
immersion of sorts.
Yeah, like to learn more the spirituality and
Mm-hmm.
also to see if that is something that really, that I was not inventing, but God was really trying to tell me something.
Uh-huh.
And so I did. I said, yes, okay, I would love that. So I remember going to tell my mom. So I told my mom, so I'm going to go just for a semester.
Uh-huh.
I'll go to Porto Alegre. It's like 8 hours away from my city. I'll go there and live in this apartment with these young women all of them live the spirituality of the Focolare, just to learn a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom started crying, like crying.
Is that good tears or bad tears?
And I was like, Mom, what's the matter? Like, it's only a semester.
Oh, she thought you were leaving to disappear into the convent, huh?
And then I told her, it's only a semester. And she
Uh-huh.
said, I know it's not only a semester.
She knew.
Yeah.
She saw it in you,
Mhm.
in your, oh, wow. She knew it was coming. She was just
Yeah.
waiting for it. That's fantastic.
And then, but I was like, but it's still okay that I go? And she said, yeah, I'm happy that I'm happy, but she was crying.
Of course. Yeah. I'm sure she saw the transformation in you,
Yeah.
and she knew it was just a matter of time
Mhm.
before you took that step.
Yeah.
And from then on, it was no looking back, huh?
Yeah. I never came back. I just came back to pick up my things.